Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's Yin Yoga class, where we will be preparing for a good night's sleep. Okay, so let's begin with a little bit of grounding. So you can come and take a comfortable seat, sit up tall through your spine. This class can be done in bed, or if you're on your mat, you can always feel free to use a blanket for Shavasana at the end. And normally I will get students out of Shavasana before continuing on with their day, but in this case, because this class is for bedtime, I will just say good night to you. Tune into your breath, following its natural rise and fall. Let go of everything that you have done today or that you need to do tomorrow. Take this time for self-care, healing your body and your mind at the end of the day. Bring your palms together in front of your heart space. Let's just take a nice, relaxing, cleansing breath, inhaling through the nose, and then exhaling through the mouth. Try to move really slowly in a relaxed, healing way. The first pose we're going to take is actually kind of a variation between straddle and caterpillar. Both are forward fold, and you might want to have your props. You can always check down below in the description box for optional props for Yin Yoga. Straddle fold is when the legs are really wide, and caterpillar is when they're about hip distance in front of you. So go somewhere in between, maybe with your heels a little bit off the mat. So you're not going to your largest range of motion, you're bringing it in a little bit. Just extending those feet out in front of you, and you can relax the feet. In Yin Yoga, you don't have to have them flexed facing towards the sky. You want to relax all your muscles. So when you feel ready, just sit up tall, take an inhale, and then exhale. Relax your spine as you fold forward in between the legs. You can either rest your head onto a prop or just let gravity guide you lower and lower into the pose. And I like to use my eye pillow stacked on top of the blocks. It just makes it a little more gentle, softer. It's okay to round your spine in Yin Yoga, so long as you're not tensing any muscles to pull you or push yourself deeper into the pose. to be comfortable in each pose. So if you feel like you're fidgeting, pushing against the floor, tensing any muscles, just back up a little bit so that you can respect your own body's edge. And from now, I'm just going to explain how to get in and out of the poses so that you can fully wind down and prepare for an amazing night's rest. Come out very slowly, ground down into the palms, and then use your arms just to slowly lift yourself back upright. Maybe taking a relaxing breath. If you're using props, just place them off to the side for now. Bend through the knees, bringing your feet onto the mat, and then, or bed, and then drop your knees from side to side a couple times each side. Okay, so cross at the ankles, and it might help to put a block at the top of your mat and an eye pillow if you use one. And then cross at the ankles and come down onto your belly. And we'll take a variation of Sphinx. So come down onto the forearms. If your lower back makes you feel uncomfortable, walk the elbows ahead of you a little bit. And you can either stay with your legs straight out back behind you, and just for there's a couple options in Sphinx. You can keep your head lifted, but I would recommend, because we're doing a class for bedtime, that you lower your forehead down onto a block so that it's very relaxing. You can always remove glasses if you have them. So you can stay right here like this. Or I'm going to start with the left side because you guys can see me a little better. Bend through the the left knee. So now your knee is kind of roughly in a 90-degree angle. It doesn't have to be. You can less, more, just kind of a guideline to go off of. Keep your pelvis grounded as much as possible, even though you will be opening up on the hips a little bit to the left. And then once you're ready, Just relax and let go. If you have your left leg bent, just straighten it. And then bend into the right knee. Same thing, opposite side. Make sure it's comfortable. If not, just straighten the leg. Straighten through your right leg. And if you are using props, just move them off to the side. And then stack your palms one on top of the other with your elbows out to the sides of the mat and lower your forehead down. Okay, We're going to help to release a little bit of tension that may have built up into the shoulders during your day by taking a laying chest opener. So you can bring your left arm out into a cactus shape out to the left side of your body, and then roll over onto your left hip. And there's a couple options. You can either bring your head down onto a pillow or a block uncomfortably, or you can just lay your head down on the mat. For arm variations for the right palm, you can tend through the right fingertips. You can bring the right palm to the lower back, or you can just relax the arm down by the side of your body. Just make sure that that shoulder isn't sneaking up to your ear. You can keep those legs straight or bent. It really matters how you feel in your body. So take a moment and just read the pose for you, and then come into stillness. And if your legs were bent, just straighten them and rolling back onto your tummy. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Bending through the right arm into a cactus shape, rolling onto the right hip, right ear. And whatever you did with your arms on the first side, just do it for the second side as well. Slowly make your way back onto your tummy. And then flip onto your back. If you would like to put an eye covering on your eyes, go ahead and do so. We're just going to take a simple laying spinal twist before coming into Shavasana. So with your arms out into a cactus shape, press through your feet and shift your hips an inch or so over to the right, and then drop both knees over to the left. And I like to use a block just to make it a little gentler. So the block goes underneath the knees. This is optional, of course. Lift up one knee and then the other. Let's switch sides. Lift your hips an inch or two over to the left and then drop both knees over to the right. Lift the knees back up. Shift your hips back to center. And then extend your legs down onto the mat, arms along your sides. If you prepared a blanket, you can lay it over top of yourself. If you're in bed, you can get under the covers and get all comfy. And in a few minutes, I'm just going to quietly stop the video. And I hope that you have a beautiful, quiet, peaceful night's sleep tonight.